We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, game 2 of this.
Play ball.
Now at the plate, Ford Stevenson. As we mentioned in the opener, he comes into this one riding a 34-game hitting streak and swinging for 35 right here.
You know, it's funny, Matty. I don't even think he knows the scores of the game. To be honest, you start getting into a hitting streak this deep, 34 games on the cusp of 35. I don't think you even care who wins and loses as long as you get your knock.
Juarez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's hit 5 homers.
In now, Dwight Smith Jr. He singled his last time up.
Dwight Smith Jr.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So digging in now Ford Stevenson.
Ford Stevenson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Driven nicely into the gap.
Round.
And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
There.
Carrasco blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Popped up. Stevenson is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in, Ford Stevenson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
You're here.
The runner from second crosses the plate, and he'll pull into second with 1 away. Runners are at second and third here with only 1 away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he looks at one that misses ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
The batter.
Digging in once again, DJ Stewart. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
The catcher, Bo Costello.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home.
You got
this
it, you're
one's
scoring.
looped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well as they grab the lead here at 5-3. Into the box now, Elbridge Colbert. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Colbert.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. 1 there. On to first, and they get them both. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ford Stevenson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price. At the plate, Ford Stevenson. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hennon looks up. Gone!
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
On 17 hits.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Batista, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, the 1-2. Line softly toward the hole. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bat. The next Cub up, Ford Stevenson. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Batista has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting. Coming to the plate.
Hi.
Now, Ford Stevenson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
So one gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. Riding in once again, Ford Stevenson. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Stevenson.
Wanna play me on Diamond Dynasty?
First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get this.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ray Cannon. The 1-2.
Cannon.
1-1-1-1. Short. Stevenson has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Ford Stevenson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move in.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Batista facing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Ready for another shot now. Eloy Saucedo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 pitch. Shot on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 6-1 the final tally today. The Braves used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny. PNC.
Play ball.
Stepping up to the plate, Ford Stevenson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Stevenson.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And it's gone as they add still another.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ranging up the middle, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Ford Stevenson.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 0-2 home. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So make it.
Hi. Hi. Why time me out? Worst Chanel at sub. Hope you get terminated. Not your razor. Roser. Okay.
Two hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster.
From mom you are getting picked up from school today going to play games at home.
He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Center fielder.
Lol.
Ian.
The 1-2. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 2-2.
We're back now as the Pirates line up readies for their third turn with the bats. And unfortunately for them, this club has had...
At the plate, Ford Stevenson. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Cubs are down in. Stepping into the box, Pablo Reyes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Andujar.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Settling in now, Ford Stevenson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. In there, 0-1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Right side,
go hard,
hit hard.
Go hard, go hard.
That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Neil, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
The batter.
Now batting, DJ Stewart. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard to the right side.
Come on.
Throw won't get him.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields it from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Bo Costello, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Costello.
A line shot to third base. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So it's no runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 hits. And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Pittsburgh led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. From one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, we'll see Chance Adams, the right-hander from Arizona, will be doing the pitching. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you dive into the numbers with this guy, he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher. Just under 9 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So I would expect him to punch out quite a few guys in this one here today.
Ford Stevenson.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Here's the 2-2.
Come on, baby.
Sliced hard on the ground. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first.
So in now for Chicago, Ford Stevenson, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Stevenson.
From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Bravo stands at second with 2 gone. Ripped down the first base line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 6-1. Now to the plate, Ford Stevenson. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up.
Stevenson.
This is line to left. Mancini is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now for the Cubbies, Ford Stevenson, as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Sharp ground ball to third. Quick throw to Torres to retire the side. So first and second with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres.
1-1-1.
Hit not all that hard out to second. Arcia fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Leading off for the Pirates, the second baseman, Fernando.
And a soft liner. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Now in the box, Ford Stevenson. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and he keeps it up. 53 now on the year as they open up an 8-5 lead. Striding in, Ford Stevenson. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
To second for one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Ian Happ.
Set to deliver on 3-0. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away.
Now batting.
Standing in, DJ Stewart. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. There he goes.
Get dirty.
Swinging. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Stepping up now, Bo Costello. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Bo Costello.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Soft liner toward first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the end.
Now batting, left fielder, Bliss.
Hit on the ground out to short. Stevenson there. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go Ben Arias. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber looking up.
Well, some lessons have to be learned the hard way, like right here. The youngster serves up a 4-seamer, but it's straight as a rope. The hitter's eyes get as big as saucers, and he crushes it out of here. I doubt he'll serve up another 4-seamer in that location.
No balls and 1 strike. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Torres would be next. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Count still full, 3-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4. Ready once again, Torres. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Torres.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Quinones, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count. And
2-2.
Reined in. Oh, what a slide. The throw to first. What a play. And just like that, this one is over. 10-6, the final score in this game. The Cubbies crossed the plate three times in the eighth, helping propel them to the win.
For the victorious Rockies.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Nick Kingham is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. At the plate, Carlos Salinas. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Carlos Salinas.
Short.
1-1-1-1.
And quick. There are two away. Standing in, Ford Stevenson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's a 3-3 game. So a runner at first with two away, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And now they've got him in a rundown, and try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Carlos Salinas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has
onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of striding into the box. Ford Stevenson already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Comes set, and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Soto on at first. Nobody out. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Stepping in, Mario Quinones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. There. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Ford Stevenson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
A pause, and the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Up next for the Buccos, Pablo Reyes. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as 7-5. Now today's comes to an end. Pittsburgh Pirates took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Tonight it's the first.
Let's play ball. Out.
Into the box, Ford Stevenson currently sits tied with Paul Molitor's hitting streak from the '87 season. Has some of the all-time leaders in the category in his sights now.
Matty, you start mentioning.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Kevin Plawecki. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Back up the middle. He's got it. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in, Ford Stevenson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has.
Now at the plate, Ford Stevenson. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop.
Freeman's got it. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. Leading off the inning, Ford Stevenson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So stepping in, Ford Stevenson. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up.
Play ball.
Stepping into the box, Ford Stevenson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it's gone.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely...
So digging in now, Alex Cedeno. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Alex Cedeno.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Ready to take his hacks again, Ford Stevenson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline, so if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Yokoyama is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And now for Washington, Nick Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Nick Williams.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's one on to first, and they turn the double play. Ready now, Ford Stevenson. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that.
There you go. Stand up. Stand up.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. It was a walk in his last trip. This is
all right, hold on right there.
To second for one, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. One gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably to get 2. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Next for the Nationals, the center fielder, Nick.
The 2-1.
Williams.
Popped him up. Stevenson calls for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie Nieves. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 2-2 to the left side. Played on the backhand. And not in time as the run scores. Ford Stevenson will stand in here, but before he does, let's take it back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Ian Happ.
And now they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Cedeno. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen. If they're into this thing.
Sent on the ground out to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Eric Zeminski enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Zeminski.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Nighttime baseball now.
Play ball.
Into the box now, Ford Stevenson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Stevenson.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gone!
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the...
Also striding in, Ford Stevenson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Stevenson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the line at first. The 0-1 on its way. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Stevenson is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And this one is gone. A home run.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday.
Digging in, Kevin Kazmarski, a base hit in his first trip. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in now, Eddie Nieves. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. On the ground towards short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Ready to take his hacks again, Ford Stevenson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Freeman's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in to try it again, Ford Stevenson. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Cedeno fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Ford Stevenson. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Stevenson.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Ian Happ will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Moran is under it, 2 gone. Stepping in, DJ Stewart, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Carrasco, the runner at third. Bravo at second. Stevenson on at first with 2 down. And there he goes towards second. Pulled toward right center field. Williams is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tighten. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Chicago jumped out. Just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in our nation's capital. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball on the show, and it's coming up.
Let's play ball.
Now at the plate, Ford Stevenson. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Out into right center. Well hit.
Way to go. You're here. You're here.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. With 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series, he's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take any.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. So striding forward now, Kevin Kazmarski. He's been swinging a hot bat in the series with 7 base hits coming in. Ball hit on the ground is short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Cedeno. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Cedeno.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, no running, no running.
And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Now at the plate, Ford Stevenson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. In now, Ford Stevenson. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Digging in, Ford Stevenson. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well. Swinging left-handed and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Digging in once again, Ian Happ. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Schwarber.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side.
Go hard.
On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good. At the plate, Ford Stevenson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Stevenson.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
13-5 at the end of all the action. Washington jumped out. There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. David Chin is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
The next Cub up, Ford Stevenson, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been. And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 58 on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in.
Coming to the plate now, Ford Stevenson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Bullet back up the middle. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now. Ford Stevenson will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure.
Next up for New York, Dilson Herrera. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One short. This could be 2 on the backhand. To second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ford Stevenson. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing.
7-1 the final score.